Previously on Power Reviews.
I don't know how I came to be here. Same person, different worlds.
She's been taking up all his time with those brain scans of hers.
The laser optic lineation cerebral array transceiver. Look inside that head of yours.
Wireless interdimensional interface.
Voice print acknowledged.
Its primary function is as a navigational device. We're looking at a split in the timeline.
That created the rift.
I have work to do.
Have you been up all night?
The wireless interdimensional interface portal alignment device.
It's too dangerous. Look out!
I think I remember what happened on the other side. I mean, it was starting to already after I...
Initiating recall procedure now.
Doesn't anybody want to talk about what just happened to us?
Okay.
And now, Database Rangers Power Review.
Greetings, Ranger fans, and welcome to Dr. K!
Okay? What's going on? Don't you know? Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty, kitty, kitty cat.
It's a lolcat.
I don't... Wait.
I think she's finally starting to get it.
The laser optic lineation cerebral array transceiver. Right.
Give the girl a prize!
Dr. K? Come on, Doc.
This isn't real. It's all in my mind.
Does that really make it any less real?
I just need to focus on the task at hand. This world is not my world. I don't know how I came to be here. I'm still trying to work that part out. How did I get here? How did I get here?
Let's find out! Choo choo! Chugga 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 chugga
We're on the ride on the insane train.
Where are you all going?
I got a train to catch.
Scott? What train?
Wow, you have such a one-track mind.
I'm just trying to remember.
Next stop on the train of thought. Station 24, Power Rangers RPM.
Ancient history.
This is where it all started. Alphabet soup.
Wait, I remember this. This was the day that Tenaya 7 brought Crunch and Shifter to the ruins of Alphabet Soup.
Hey, what is alphabet soup anyway?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, 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 K.
Let's move on.
Maybe I could be a ranger.
Hey look, it's Mac's head. I bet he regrets becoming a real boy now.
She, Tenaya 7, discovered that all of their discarded technology had been buried in the Sulphur Mountain Range, inside the protective dome of Corinth.
We're gonna need something that can dig.
We need to dig deeper!
She later told me that this was the day that General Shifter betrayed her, siding with Kilobyte to help place her newfound rival into Venjix's good graces.
A big gamble.
Huge.
That day, Flynn was playing pool with...
It's Ziggy. Zig-E. Z-I-G-G.
Please, stop! I called them into the ranger room. Colonel Truman had just received news of a breach.
The Sulphur Mountain Range.
The Sulphur Mountains.
I tried to convince him that there was nothing there, but he had already sent a team to investigate. I sent my rangers to join them, to destroy any technology that might still be working, but it was already too late. Corporal Hicks had found the laptop.
You can't outrun the past. I know a little something about that.
Meanwhile, my Ranger Series operators were busy tracking the Generation 2 Rotobot.
How can you tell one generation from another?
It's complicated. They found the attack bot in the caverns of the Sulphred Mountains and efficiently combined their weapons into the RPM Enforcer and the Skyshift Blazers to deliver a powerful finishing attack, which the attack bot was regrettably able to deflect.
What is that?
Looks to be some highly advanced biotechnology that was subject to an experimental flash fossilization process.
Dem bones, dem, dry bones, dem bones, dry bones.
Venjix commenced the hypergrowth download, forcing the Ranger Series operators to retreat as the rapidly expanding Rotobot exploded through the mountainside. In retaliation, the Rangers summoned all 9 primary Zord attack vehicles and combined them into the Skyrev Megazord. They even activated Flynn and Gemma's Road Attack Zord to help, but before they could complete their assault...
What is that?
Choo choo! Chugga 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 chugga.
But the flaming locomotive wasn't the greatest threat. I mean, yes, it did attack everything in sight, and it allowed the Rotobot to escape back underground before flying away itself.
Run away! Run away!
But it was the Colonel that was the problem. Corporal Hicks had brought him the laptop hard drive and...
Good morning, Vengex.
Dr. K, are you going to let me out?
Ooh! Let him out! Let him out! Let him out!
Oh no, Vengex, you're much too dangerous to let out. Today, I'm going to teach you how to infiltrate secret military codes.
And what codes are those?
None of your business! Meanwhile, the Rangers were turning to me for answers.
What was that thing, Doc? It was huge.
It was never supposed to see the light of day.
Neither were you.
It's called...
Paleozord. It was developed during the early stages of Project Ranger, but we could never get proper synchronicity with the biofield because it's based on extinct life forms.
Paleontology is a bit of a sore subject.
It's powerful beyond belief, completely uncontrollable, and now it's been unleashed inside our delicate biosphere. Clear enough?
Clear as the sky on a bright autumn day.
And that was when they came for me, with the words I had been expecting for almost 2 years.
Dr. K, you're under arrest for treason.
My Rangers tried to defend me, but it was pointless. I was already prepared.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Colonel, but I had a feeling you might be dropping by. It's hard to trust the government after what I've seen. After what I've seen.
And what have you seen?
And what have you seen?
And what have you seen? I waited until the military had left before resuming contact with my team.
Yes, I'm a hologram, but I'm not a recording. That is so last century.
Last century, yeah, I know.
You know, last century wasn't that long ago.
Neither was last millennium.
I sent them off in search of the Paleozord, but they found more than they had bargained for. The Rotobot had returned with a legion of grinders, and they soon all found themselves embroiled in battle. First utilizing the skills that had qualified them to become Ranger Series operators to begin with, and then activating their covert infantry biosuits and utilizing the enhanced abilities afforded to them by their powers.
What good does it do to keep fighting?
The battle never really ends.
Scott chose to take on the Rotobot himself, but they were soon interrupted by the return of the Paleozord.
I got a train to catch!
All aboard!
Count me out on a ride on the insane train.
The Paleozord lost Scott by the train yards as I fled through the streets, hoping not to be spotted by the city guards.
It's you!
Is it? I fled from the guards as best as I could, continuing to issue orders remotely as I escaped up a ramp, then over a footbridge, then over another footbridge, around a building, a staircase.
Sir, there are dozens of her.
Where am I? I'm everywhere.
Everywhere. As the guards chased my holographic clones throughout Corinth, I had the Rangers work on maneuvers in their Megazords, Black and Green's Valve Max against Gold and Silver's Mach.
Makes sense to us.
It was then that the Rotobot attacked again, and it was then that Colonel Truman finally found me, sitting at his desk in Central Command.
When you send the entire city guard into the streets to find me, it was an obvious hiding place.
He held me at gunpoint as the brutal attack bot devastated the Zord attack vehicles, leaving my Rangers helpless.
Dr. K, we need your help! Dr. K! Are you there?
Am I?
Are you?
I dared the Colonel to arrest me, but he hesitated, glancing at the photograph of his deceased son at his desk. Scott's brother.
We all do things in life we regret. But if we don't learn from them and move towards a brighter future, we pay twice.
And how many times will you have to pay?
Can you help them?
That's all I can do.
He relented, and I set to work bypassing the DNA coding of the Paleozord so that I could infuse its cellular microprocessor with a modern-day biorhythmic stabilizer, all while Scott kept the attack bot distracted.
Were you born in a laboratory?
Fortunately, I succeeded, and was able to tame the rogue 3-part Zord for Ranger Red to use in battle.
Music to my ears, Doc.
And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Together, the Mammoth, T-Rex, and Triceratops formed the mighty Paleomax Megazord, and quickly dispatched the Generation 2 Rotobot with its powerful energy strikes.
Yay!
The battle was over, but Tenaya 7's newfound rivalry with General Shifter was not, and neither was the Ranger's concern over my fugitive status. But the Colonel, in his wisdom, brought me back to our garage base and granted me a full pardon. I even celebrated. In my own way.
Just checking you were real.
And that's the end of the line. So, what did you think of it?
Well, I'm not really sure what the point of all this is. But I guess it's pretty much just how I remember it.
Sounds to me like we have a very strong case of denial here.
No! I remember it all. Clear as day.
Well, it does all seem very well structured. We have multiple plot lines overlapping and intersecting appropriately, introducing a new Megazord, tying it into the resolution of some lingering issues regarding your upbringing at Alphabet Zoop, and even setting up some future plot lines with the rivalry between Tanaya 7 and General Shifter, which would eventually lead to the latter's destruction. How exactly did you know about that again?
Tanaya told me later, after her reformation.
There still seems to be something missing. What can you tell me about these Zords?
What about them?
Some of your methods seem very unorthodox.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A previously uncontrollable piece of technology just suddenly falls under your command seems awfully convenient.
I had learned a lot in the fight against Vendrix. I merely reapplied the same methodologies I had utilized in the conversion of the Doomsday weapon into a viable Zord attack vehicle.
And the battle between the Valve Max and Mach Megazords?
That was just to help sink the biofields.
Well, I would say that it's representative of your eternally emotional struggle, combined with a suppressed love of giant animal vehicle hybrid robots punching each other, but I don't think we're getting to the root of the problem.
Which is?
Hard to say. Why don't you tell me how this memory made you feel?
Overall, I guess I would say it was a good memory. I had been worried for so long about my past with Alphabet Soup, about the city of Corinth discovering I had created the virus, about what the Colonel would do to me. I never considered that forgiveness and pardon were even a possibility. And then to reform one of my own creations on the same day where our enemies were turning against each other? It felt good. It felt really good. After running for so long, it felt so good to finally put the past behind me.
But you didn't.
What?
You didn't.
What are you talking about?
If I could access the space-time continuum long enough to undo what I did, I would.
Could?
Would.
Did.
No. No, not you. It can't be.
Why, hello there, little girl.
Would you like to come with us?
No! No, you can't have her!
November 20th, 1998.
You did it. It was you.
The day of the invasion.
You did it. You lost her.
No!
Where did she go? Where did she go?
Where did she go?
Where did she go?
Where did she go?
Where did I go?